Hi Virgos, welcome to your August 2017 monthly readings. So these are done differently than the mid-months. So I'm going to try to cover homework and relationships. Relationships come in all forms, keep that in mind. They come in the form of partnerships, they could be coworkers, friends, family, siblings, grandparents. So take what applies to you. Hopefully everybody's been having a fantastic month. I'm going to stop there because the cards just fell, pardon me. All right, we got the Queen of Wands that came up. I'm actually hearing the song Macklemore, Glorious, I think it's called. So I don't know if that has some meaning to you guys, but it's quite a good energy that I'm feeling. So you guys might be feeling some pressure taken off of you, and it is well, Mercury's going retrograde, so that will affect Virgos. I got a Virgo rising. My Mercury is retrograde, so I kind of feel normal around this time. I do have technology issues, so, but I do feel normal when Mercury's retrograde. I start seeing things a lot clearer. So some of you guys, that might affect you too, right? But Mercury is in Virgo, I think, for 3 months. So this is going to be good energy for all of us. And I think for Virgos, I think things are going to start expanding and opening up for you. With the Queen of Wands, that's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like there's just going to be like, it's like things are going to be in order. Like, things are going to start, you're going to start being able to plan things, you know, but it's not like, you guys are going to see opportunity. Like, you're going to start seeing opportunities and taking advantage of those. Like, it's kind of like, I'm getting like, things are going to open up a bit for you. So it's interesting. For the next card, we have, I think my deck's upside down here, is the Knave of Wands. So the Page of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords coming in. We have the Star card. Ooh, you guys got a lot of good energy here. It's good, Virgos. This is good. We have the Empress. Okay, Virgos, I mean, mid-months, we talked about the Panther. I'm still seeing, this is interesting, I've seen it for Leo too. Okay, I'm still seeing a panther, so there's like one around you that you're not aware of. Like, there's somebody watching you that you're not aware of. Because I'm getting, like, I'm getting a TV and static. Like, there's, it's like they're trying to tune into you somehow, or they're watching you, and I'm like, you're gonna have to try to, hopefully that message, you guys can convey that, like, for yourselves. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm getting a TV and static in it, like this person's watching you, like, but you're not aware of it, okay? You're protected, but this person has children too, so, for some of you, this is a woman with 2 children, and they're in survival mode, which means they're acting from lower nature. So it's like animal instincts. They're in protection mode, so it's like they'll do what they need to do to survive. So be aware of that, whether that means that they're observing you to, like, it's like they see potential in your creative ability, and Virgos, you guys are great helpers, okay? And it's like purity. There's purity to Virgos, all right? So this person sees that, right? They see the difference in you and them, and it's something to do with creative ability. because I'm getting a pen writing. Okay, so but I'm also seeing this like Virgo. Okay, um, I'm also seeing this like, okay, Virgos, you need to be aware, and I think this is what like the energies are transferring. You're like you're gonna be aware of some things. Is that Virgos, the potential that you guys have, and like you guys are good souls. You have purity to you. You know, like we all have good and bad in us, right? But there's a purity to Virgo. People sense that. Their intentions are pure when they come to offer help or when they bring up a fact, right? It's because they have knowledge and wisdom. Virgos are quite wise. Uh, what I'm getting, Virgos, is that a lot of you guys are looking, okay, we've gone over this for a few months too, externally, right? Like externally looking out. But what you don't realize, Virgo, is that people are, well, you're like looking, I'm seeing like looking out to the exterior to see whatever, like to see what others are doing, how they're being, how they're living, their style, whatever this is. While you're doing that, okay, you don't realize like people are doing that with you. So they're looking at you, um, and doing like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like this panther, all right? You're looking outwards for verification, or like even this could be for your creative ability, all right? But like we've gone over this for a few months that you guys have the potential, right? Like, and and I don't think you realize that people are looking at you, because I'm seeing like you looking out, but um people looking at you. Does that make sense? That's weird. But that's the message I'm getting. So like people are looking at you, but you're looking at others. So you like, and we've gone over this before, Virgos, you need to focus on yourself, staying true to yourself, all right? Don't worry about anybody else, what they're doing, all right? Because you're gonna, like, you need to be unique, all right? And all Virgos, like, people say Virgos are boring. They're not. I actually know of quite a few Virgo women that they're kind of like gypsies. They're really cool. Virgo men are highly intelligent. They're quite witty and they're funny. Um, they're very sensitive. Both male and female are very sensitive. So if you upset a Virgo, you'll know because they kind of like trigger real fast. They get really sensitive and defensive. There's a sense that you need to be careful of that. But the star here is talking about you guys being the potential. And a star doesn't shine because it's like everything else. A star shines because it's unique, right? So that shining needs to come within is what I'm seeing. Don't be looking towards others because you're not realizing people are looking towards you. Just focus on you. Don't take that as pressure either, right? Like just focus on you. Don't even worry about anybody else. That like just worry about you. That's what I'm getting. The next card we have is the Six of Cups. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, see, it's talking about wisdom, right? Like your internal compass. Virgos are highly intuitive, very sensitive. You can sense slight changes. You know what I mean? Virgos are the ones that, especially risings, tend to be very, moons too, they tend to be very sensitive towards, like, say you're standing in a room and you know somebody's like staring at you, like that you feel that sense of somebody staring at you, sending you negative vibes. A Virgo senses that. When somebody's even doing that, not to them, but to somebody else, a Virgo could be like doing their work, but they'll feel that sense and they'll look up and they'll look around and they'll notice it. Like you feel it, right? Like, so trust your intuition. Don't be looking towards anybody else. You guys have it. Like whatever, like the ability to go full force, full forward, you know, like on your own terms, your own way, and being unique to yourself and respecting yourself. Like, we have the Devil coming in. All right. So I just looked at the bottom. We have the Nine of Pentacles, you guys. So be patient, okay? Be patient with yourselves and what you're doing, your creative ability. It's not just something that you can, just because you get an idea, you go out and you push. We're going to be in our element, which means that you got time. You got, you know, to nurture it and to plan and to test different methods and ways of how it's going to work, what way to go, or trying even new styles. You guys need to, there is this sense of like You have more potential than you realize, okay? But you're not going to realize that until you get outside of your comfort zone a little bit. We have the Queen of Wands. That means you're getting outside of your comfort zone a little bit, all right? Your creative ability isn't going to be sparked at looking at how other people are doing things. Okay, your creative ability is going to be sparked and nurtured when you're outdoors enjoying things, like having fun, trying new experiences. It's like distracting your mind, all right, Virgo, from like the details. Uh, this is also going with the flow of things, Virgo. So if something swiftly changes, then it's okay. Just go with the flow. All right, that change is necessary. All right, it's not even a bump. It's necessary to get you to like see things a little bit differently. What we got coming in for your relationships, okay, is you guys are gonna have to be very passionate and driven forward. So that means like with your partner, family members, whoever it is, right? Keep that in mind. This means that you gotta if they want to do something, you go out and do it. You know what I mean? Like if they want to go out dancing, taking them dancing. You know, taking a tango lesson or something with your partner. This is like for your family members and stuff like that, getting them outside their comfort zone. The Queen of Wands is the one that will get them to go out and do things, right? Like if they want to go on a family hike, she'll ask everybody to get together, right? So this is with all your relationships with parents, family members, all of that, right? Like, so apply that. You guys, okay, you need to be very logical about things. You're gonna be in that energy, which Mercury is gonna help you in that. Okay, you might be getting a lot of gifts too. If somebody's been having problems, like close to you, that has been quite defensive or nostalgic, that's going to go away. They're just saying that. There's a sense here that you guys can't reminisce on the past. It's forward movement. Forward movement you got to think about. But also nurturing your creative abilities, Virgo, okay? Like Virgos, I'm seeing like, what I'm seeing is like, I'm seeing first of all a lot of writing, okay, and painting. So some of you guys might even paint your house a different color. Color has an effect on you. If it's a dark dungy color, then you're going to be a little more gloomy. If you paint your house a little more bright and light, you're going to feel that, right? But I'm seeing like maybe some of you guys are interior designers or something like that. Fashion designers in the fashion industry, modeling, I don't know. It's weird. But this is talking about being hands-on with your family members and stuff like that. Even with your partner, it's talking about romantic gestures, romantic gifts, date nights, movie night. At work, what we got coming, like you guys are going to be quite creative at work. Like you're going to find ways to fix things even. If that's the case, go to your superiors. Don't be bringing it up with anybody else around you, okay? You got ideas for businesses and stuff like that, keep it within your family. But it's nurturing your own ability, okay, you guys? So that means instead of staying trapped in a house and, like, if you're a writer, go outside by the ocean, right? Look around. That energy right there is going to provide you clarity. Go play a soccer game if you can, a little pick-up soccer game. If you have kids, with your kids in the backyard, you need to distract yourself to get that inspiration, is what it's saying, right? And you're not going to get your inspiration from other people, Virgo, because we went over that. People are looking at you, right? Like don't panic, Virgo. I know for myself, when the channel starts to grow a little bit more, my Virgo kicks in and I start to get, it's hard for me. I was getting very comfortable with it, and then the channel grew a little bit, even with just like 2 extra viewers. That brings my Virgo back out, where I get very timid, you know, like very shy, where But it's talking about pushing through things like that. So maybe some of you guys are going, like, trying a new job or a new experience. You got to keep pushing yourself through that, right? Like, realizing that you're capable of more than what you thought, right? Like, the energy that's going to help you is, like, it is fantasizing, you guys, okay? It is at nighttime looking up at the stars and just pondering and daydreaming. It's creative abilities, like seeing like inventions even. Like your mind is gonna, I'm seeing like gears, right? Pondering, even reading fictional books or watching like sci-fi movies or fictional movies. I'm seeing it could spark some sort of creativity in you, or like an idea, right? Like, so I see some wheels turning. It's, if you're a writer, it's talking about healing. So talking about like negative experiences, right? It's healing, right? Like getting in touch with that sorrow, right? Like uh, you're gonna be very intuitive, very sensitive. You guys, you are in your energy, so that means like be grounded, all right? Like be aware of that. People might be getting fiery, where you're gonna have to be grounded. You're gonna see things too, right? At work, other ways to fix things. So like look around, observe. Um, we got coming in at home. You guys are very grounded. You could be. I'm seeing feng shui too, energy for some reason. So energy is quite important, like the flow of things. So moving things around at home, um, repainting, redesigning. I'm seeing refurbishing too. So some of you guys, it's like thrift shopping, thrift shopping. Oh my god, I can't talk. Thrift shopping, and then like refurbishing the table that you bought. You know, like like sanding it down and then like varnishing it. So like I'm seeing more antique style is what I'm getting. Right? Some of you guys, that could be a business for you, even if that's your hobby. I'm seeing that like refurbishing, because Virgos are very good. Like they got like Taurus and Virgos are very good with style, like interior style. Uh, they got a keen eye for detail. So it's like I'm seeing like going shelvings and tables and benches even, and like sanding them down and revarnishing them and like kind of flipping them. You know, like home flipping, when people buy homes, they fix them up and they flip them. I'm seeing that with wood, like furniture, which is kind of cool. If you guys are doing that, it's kind of cool, right? Like you can do that and you can put it on Craigslist or you know any other. I'm not up to date with the apps or whatever, and flip it and sell it for a higher price. And Virgos are very environmentally friendly, so I can see you guys like getting really into that too. Like I'm seeing you getting really into um, redesigning and refurbishing. But there's okay, don't get carried away with it, you guys. All right, there's we do have the devil in at home, so that means that there could be one, a Capricorn, all right, that could be off balance, have some sort of addiction or something. Somebody could have an addiction in your home. Uh, okay, if you're having problems with somebody at home, it's saying that they're wounded. They're very wounded, like internally. It could be of like somebody passed away or something was done to them that was shady, and it's just they're wounded by it. Even like an animal that passed away and they're still healing from it. So nurture it. Okay, at home it's talking about like nurturing other people. So like if you have siblings and stuff, that like want to get into a business or whatever, and like crafts or whatever, like they mentioned it, well then like start nurturing that ability and maybe like get a craft day going. Or if somebody mentioned once to you that they wanted a business and they're in your family, like say cooking, well then get them in the kitchen one day and practically start applying that, like saying, okay, well, what are you going to make for the menu? Let's try making something out. We got to do a test run, right? Like nurture their abilities, you know, pushing them a little bit. But this is also talking about doing that to yourself. My nose is itchy, and usually that's like something that's keen. This is great energy, you guys. Okay, so what not to do, okay, what not to do in relationships is be like so like fast moving. Like you got to be very logical about things, and you do have a little bit of healing still to do from the past, but there's also like these some things that you have to work on. Okay, and it's talking about like not pushing uh, yourself to date if you're not ready. If you're still, some of you guys are still healing from the past. Okay, like you could be getting a lot of opportunities. It's saying Virgos, if you guys need time for clarity and to nurture yourself and get yourself organized and like things in order, to feel comfortable with yourself, because the Queen of Wands, right, we're talking about confidence here. She's very confident, she's very independent. This is the independent queen, and the swords queens, they tend to be the ones, they don't need anybody else, right? They're independent, they know their value and they know their worth. um, this is the woman that, okay, if a man steps to her and he's like, what do you have to offer me? She'll sit there and be like, well, you're sitting at the table that I bought. Like, she's like, I bought that table that you're sitting at, like, if you're going to step to me, then you're like, I don't need anything material, right? Like, this is passion and desire and love. Like, this person, fire signs, and generally speaking, pick partners that it doesn't matter what other people think. They pick partners that are fulfill their desire, right? Their passions, and that they truly love. Like, it's about heart matter for them. Where, um, so it's talking about like you guys getting comfortable with that and getting in, like figuring that out. If you need time to get yourself all independent and comfortable, right? Like, 'cause especially fire sign women, they don't like to date if they're not 100%, they feel like they have control of their environment, like independent, like they like, they don't like to feel stuck, right? Or like they don't have freedom. Like they like having their own place. They like their independence. They have passions and desires and their own, they have their own pathway, right? Like when they get a partner, it's not about like they don't start mingling into that person. They don't start becoming that person. They're very independent, but they partner with people who they like, people that have their own path, because they have their own path too, right? So it's talking about you guys getting comfortable within yourself, who you are, what you want, what you need. Don't rush things if you're not ready for it, right? Like, uh, it's very responsible. Like, I'm feeling a very responsible energy, right? Like, you guys are valuing yourself and respecting yourself, your own want and needs. You have the um, High Priestess, so that's intuition, right? So some of you guys might be eager to date, but it's saying not to if you're not ready, right? Like, you got some things that you need to be organized in stability, right? Like, this is a time to enjoy yourself, Virgos. Really find out your limits, your abilities, right? Nurture them. Okay, with the Hangman coming in, and then I pulled out the Knight of Pentacles. It's talking about being an avid learner, all right? Don't get stuck on like one way of doing things. This is the way, if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, it doesn't matter your age. There's more knowledge and wisdom out there to learn. There's even things that you don't even know that you like or that you're capable of doing, and you're not going to find that. Pardon me. You're not going to find that out until you take on this guy's energy, which is the apprentice. I see this guy as the apprentice because he's the avid learner, and he doesn't take things at face value. This guy goes to Wikipedia for his facts. He gets it from the actual source, but he's also willing to make errors and study and try new things as well to figure things out, right? Like to gain the knowledge and wisdom he needs to carry him forward to get his creative ability, to find his inspiration, right? He takes all of his life lessons, kind of like Dora the Explorer with a bag, and when he's got all of the things that he's tried, he knows, he pulls them out and he starts using them like Virgo, like a magician, like. But you still need some more stuff in your bag, Virgos. Okay. Wonderful energies, guys. Hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you mid-months. Namaste. Ciao for now.